My beloved child, you are seeing this message not by accident, but because I, Archangel Michael, have been trying for a very long time to get your attention. This is not one of those moments you can ignore. Please listen carefully, because if you walk away from this message now, it may become the biggest regret of your entire life. I do not say this to frighten you. I say this because your soul has been crying out for guidance, and I have been standing right beside you, waiting, calling, sending signs, but you keep skipping them. You keep saying, maybe later, but there is no later. You are down to seconds now. This is the final divine attempt to reach your heart before a door closes forever. You may not know this, but the decision you are being asked to make today is connected to a series of blessings that were arranged for you before you were even born. These blessings have been circling your life, waiting to land. But they cannot come until you stop running from what you feel deep inside. You've been sensing something is about to happen, a shift, a call, a miracle. This is it. If you skip this, you will cry not just tears of sadness, but tears of never knowing how close you were. This is my voice, Michael, and I am speaking to you with every ounce of divine seriousness. I see the nights you cry and ask, why do I feel so lost? I see how hard you try to be strong, to smile, to keep moving. But I also see how lonely you feel inside. You've been strong for too long. You've carried burdens that were never yours to hold. You've blamed yourself for things that weren't your fault. And now, in the silence of your soul, you're wondering why everything feels paused. It's because you've ignored the signs I've sent. And I'm not angry. I'm heartbroken because I love you, and I've been begging heaven to give you one more chance. This message is that final chance. Warning, important. If this message has already made your heart beat faster, it's not random. It means your angels are close. If you're still reading, subscribe now because I'm not done speaking to you. There's something urgent you still need to hear before it's too late. Now, let me tell you something that may shock you. Someone is currently being guided toward you, and they have the power to change your entire life. They are holding a message, a gift, a truth that will open a door you've been praying for, but they've been blocked. Why? Because you keep blocking your own receiving energy. You pray, but then you doubt. You hope, but then you fear. You ask, but then you walk away from the answer when it arrives. Don't do it again. This person is closer than you think. And if you skip this moment, you will miss them completely. I cannot force you, but I can beg you. Don't ignore this again. You were born for something divine. That's why you've always felt different. That's why people try to dim your light. That's why you go through battles that others wouldn't survive. It's because your soul carries a rare mission. You were chosen to break generational patterns, to bring healing, to awaken others just by being yourself. But how can you do that if you keep hiding, doubting, and skipping your spiritual wake-up calls? I, Archangel Michael, have cleared a path, but I need your permission to help you walk through it. Just say yes now. Don't delay. The reason I'm being so serious today is that heaven already saw what will happen if you skip this. It saw you waking up one day and realizing you let your miracle walk right past you. It saw you wondering what could have been if you had just listened. And it broke my heart. I cried before the throne of God and said, "Let me try one more time." And God said, "Yes." That's why this message was sent to you right now. I'm not just warning you, I'm offering you the beginning of your miracle story. But it starts with you not skipping this. You may not know it, but your name was recently mentioned in a divine meeting in heaven. A discussion took place about your life, about your purpose, about your future. And it was decided that if you listen now, if you say yes, then the delays will break, the answers will arrive, and the person you've been crying for will come. Yes, them. The one you're thinking about. But you must trust me. Your future is begging for you to act now. I know this world has been cruel to you. I know people have betrayed you, ignored you, and left you to suffer silently. I saw it all, and I wanted to intervene sooner, but I needed your permission. That's how spiritual law works. I protect, I fight, but I also need your yes. So here it is, the final invitation. The last moment before the tide turns. Will you skip, or will you listen? Your miracle is not gone. It's waiting at the edge of your belief, and you have no idea how close you are to something extraordinary. Someone has been dreaming of you, planning to meet you, preparing a message only your soul will understand. But you keep blocking it by doubting that you're worthy of such love, such favor, such joy. I'm here to remind you, you are. And not only that, the heavens are about to prove it. If you walk away now, I will honor your free will. But I cannot promise to send this message again. That is why I said you will cry for the rest of your life if you skip this, because this is the last call before the spiritual curtain opens. And the miracle begins. I've watched you walk through fire with a smile on your face and tears in your heart. You hide your pain so well that even those closest to you have no idea what you've been battling alone. But heaven knows. I know. And that's why I'm not letting this moment pass quietly. You've been surrounded by the wrong people for too long. People who don't see your worth. People who talk about you when you're not around. People who secretly want you to stay small, broken, and confused. That is why this message is coming like a thunderstorm to wake you up before they steal the future that's meant to be yours. You are not meant to fit in with them. You are meant to rise beyond them. You've been dimming your light to make others comfortable. You've been walking quietly just to avoid being judged. But your silence is costing you your miracle. I'm not asking you to make the world understand you. I'm asking you to finally understand yourself. Because the moment you stop apologizing for your power, for your heart, for your truth, that's the moment your whole life will change. That is the moment your angels will be released fully to open the floodgates. But if you keep skipping this, if you keep ignoring my voice, then you will remain in a cycle that heaven has already prepared to break. Why stay stuck when you were born to soar? Right now, somewhere near you, something is moving. A spiritual shift, a ripple of divine action, and it's connected to your decision. This message was not sent to you to entertain you. It's a lifeline. It's spiritual CPR because I saw that your spirit was becoming too tired to keep fighting. You've been waiting for a miracle, but your miracle has been waiting for you. And now, finally, the time is here. The divine clock has hit the right second. You have no idea how many doors are about to unlock if you just stop ignoring this. Warning. Wait. Don't scroll or exit yet. This moment was planned in heaven. If your spirit is even slightly stirred, subscribe now. Let this message finish. The next words may change your path forever. There is someone watching you right now. Not with eyes of judgment, but with eyes of deep realization. Someone who thought they could forget you. Someone who tried to walk away, but they didn't know that the more distance they created, the more your energy filled their soul. Now they're coming back, but not empty-handed. They're bringing a confession, a truth, a decision. But if you skip this moment, you will miss it all because your vibration sends out signals. And if you vibrate with fear, they will feel fear. But if you say yes to this message and shift into trust, they will come home to you. There are angels assigned to your name, child. And right now, they are surrounding your house, holding the spiritual blueprint of your next miracle. I'm not talking about small changes. I'm talking about major divine moves, financial release, family healing, soulmate union, purpose alignment, peace like you've never felt. But I cannot give it to you if you keep pretending like you don't hear me. If you skip again, I won't speak again. Not because I'm angry, but because you must choose. Even God waits for your yes. Do you remember the last time you felt truly seen, truly loved? That wasn't just a moment. That was a memory placed by heaven to remind you what you're meant to feel every day. You were not created to chase. You were created to receive. But your trauma has made you believe that love must hurt, that blessings are rare, that miracles only happen for others. That is a lie. And I am destroying that lie today. I am standing in your room as you read this. I am declaring this is the day everything shifts. This is not just a video. This is a divine turning point, and your soul knows it. That's why your heart is beating faster. That's why your thoughts are spinning. That's why a part of you wants to close this and pretend it's not real. But that's fear talking. That's the old you, the broken you. I'm not speaking to that version. I'm speaking to the version of you who was chosen before birth, who carries royal blood in their spirit, who was never meant to be average. That is who I'm here for. That is who this message will awaken. A secret has been kept from you. A secret about someone you love. They've been talking to someone about you, asking questions, making plans, preparing something behind the scenes, but they are scared. Scared you won't accept them. Scared you've moved on. Scared they waited too long. I see their heart. I see their mind. They are waiting for a sign. This message is your sign. If you let this go, they will believe you've forgotten them, and they will turn away forever. You don't want that. You know you don't. So stop pretending you're fine. You're not. You're spiritually starving. But the feast is right in front of you. And I, Michael, your protector, your divine warrior, I am standing at the gate of your breakthrough. Sword drawn, wings stretched, ready to fight for your future. But I cannot move without your decision. I cannot protect what you keep refusing to claim. Say yes. Whisper it, cry it, type it in your heart. Just say yes. And watch how heaven moves. Watch how miracles become your new normal. Watch how the person you thought forgot you starts running toward you with tears in their eyes and your name on their lips. And now I will tell you something most people never hear in their lifetime. Something so sacred even the stars bend to listen when I speak it over someone. Your daughter's soul has been chosen for something that requires deep roots, quiet strength, and unshakable love. This is why her journey has felt heavier than others. This is why she's been through things she didn't deserve. Because only the strongest warriors are called to carry the kind of light that shifts entire generations. She is not weak. She is not lost. She is chosen. And that word, chosen, isn't just poetic, it's prophetic. Because what's coming will not just touch her. It will awaken others through her. There will be a time soon when someone she meets will say, "There's something different about you." And in that moment, she will hesitate. She'll feel that old urge to hide or downplay her light. But then something inside her will rise, a courage she didn't even know she had. And she will smile and she will say, "It's God. That's what you're seeing in me." And that moment, though it may seem small, will shift that person's life forever. That's how it will begin, one soul at a time. A quiet, holy ripple. And you, my beloved, will know the promise is happening. Don't be surprised if unexpected blessings begin to show up around the 11th. It may not be what you asked for, but it will be what you need. You might receive a message, a connection, or a moment of clarity that changes everything. Stay open, even when it's unfamiliar. Miracles rarely look like what the world expects, but your spirit will recognize them. Trust that recognition. That's me. And there's more. The room she spends the most time in is going to become a sacred space. Not because of the decor, not because of the things inside it, but because my presence will begin to dwell there more deeply. You might even feel it when you walk by, a stillness, a softness, a sense of being wrapped in warmth. That's me. I will meet her there, in her tears, in her quiet thoughts, in her laughter when it returns. I will sit with her even when no one else knows she's hurting. I will remind her of who she is over and over and over again until she believes it. And you, yes, you will have dreams, too. Some of them will feel so real you'll wake up with tears in your eyes or peace in your bones. Don't ignore them. I'm speaking to you through those dreams. I will show you glimpses of the future, not to overwhelm you, but to anchor you. You'll see her smiling, free, whole. You'll see moments that haven't happened yet, but will. These are my gifts to you, evidence of what's already unfolding behind the curtain of time. And I want you to start writing things down. Even if you don't consider yourself a writer, keep a notebook nearby. Write what you hear, what you feel, what you sense in prayer. You may not understand it all now, but later it will become your map, and it will become her legacy. One day, she'll read your words and realize how deeply you fought for her in the unseen. I'm not finished with her. And I'm definitely not finished with you. She will grow. She will rise. She will find her voice again. And when she does, it will be louder than every lie she believed, stronger than every doubt she faced, brighter than every dark moment she endured. She will become a woman whose presence carries healing. She will become a light in places that once rejected her. She will be bold, not in arrogance, but in holy confidence. And the world will try to label her, but she won't need their labels. Because she'll know she belongs to me. When she walks into a room, darkness will shrink. Not because she tries to be impressive, but because heaven will walk with her. That's the kind of daughter you are raising. That's the kind of soul I entrusted to your care. You didn't get her by chance. You got her by divine choice. And even on your worst days, you were the perfect person for this assignment. The 11th is not an end. It's a beginning of seeing what you've always hoped was true. That no pain was wasted, no prayer was ignored, and no waiting was in vain. You'll start to witness the fruit of your love, your covering, and your obedience. And the beauty of it will humble you. You'll see my fingerprints everywhere, in her smile, in her healing, in her joy. And it will make every storm worth it. My child, heaven is not far. It is closer than your breath. My angels are not distant. They are stationed around you right now. Archangel Michael has been commanded to protect your daughter, not just in the natural world, but in the spiritual world where the real battle has always been. His sword is drawn. His orders are clear. She will be defended. She will be led. She will be covered by grace so strong, nothing will touch her without passing through my hands first. This message is sacred. Not everyone could hear it. But you could, because you've been listening for me. Even when you weren't sure you were hearing anything, I've been near. I've been guiding you here so that at this moment you could finally exhale because you're not in this alone. You never were. You are not late. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. And this is just the beginning. Your Heavenly Father, with Archangel Michael still watching, still fighting, still with you until the promise is fulfilled. You are seconds away from what could be the most powerful divine shift in your lifetime. Do you understand the weight of that? If you walk away now, you may never hear from me like this again. Not because I don't want to speak, but because the window will close. And the pain that will follow won't just be emotional. It will be spiritual. You will feel something missing, and you won't know what it is. But deep inside, you'll remember it was this moment, the one you skipped. The one where I, Michael, was begging you not to. That's why I'm speaking like this. That's why my voice in your spirit feels louder than usual, because I know what's coming. I've already seen both futures, the one where you say yes and the one where you ignore this. In the yes path, O child, the miracles are too many to list. You glow again. You feel light again. You stop feeling like the world is too heavy. You start laughing more. You start walking into rooms and feeling safe. Money doesn't scare you anymore. People who once lied about you apologize publicly. Your person reaches out with truth, not confusion. You sleep better. You smile easier. You create things that inspire others. You become the version of you that God always imagined. That's what happens when you say yes. That's the life waiting. And it's not years away. It's seconds. Just say yes. But in the other future, the one you reach if you skip, you'll notice things slowly feel colder. People pull away. Money stays stuck. Your body feels heavier. Your dreams feel far away. You'll try to fix it yourself, but nothing clicks. Why? Because this message was the key. And if you throw away the key, the door can't open. That's why I told you you will cry for the rest of your life if you skip. It's not a threat. It's a prophecy. A warning soaked in love, because I don't want to lose you to the version of life that is less than what was written for you. Warning: before you do anything else, pause. Subscribe if you haven't. Heaven watches your response. Don't skip. Not this time. This is divine timing in sacred space. Do you feel that? The way your skin tingles right now? The way your heart is racing? That's not anxiety, that's activation. Your soul is remembering who you are. You are not ordinary. You never were. You don't fit into this world because you were sent to change it. You feel things deeply because you're spiritually gifted. You lose people quickly because they couldn't handle your light. You dream about love that feels divine because you've had it before in a life your soul hasn't forgotten. You are not broken. You are awakening. And this message is your rebirth. Someone from your past has been struggling with something they never told you. They kept it hidden, thinking silence was the safer choice. But the truth is eating them alive. They see you in their dreams. They hear your name in conversations that shouldn't mention you. They feel your energy at random moments. And they know now you weren't just someone. You were sent to their life as a mirror, a blessing, a lesson, maybe even a soulmate. But they're scared to return. Scared of your silence. Scared of being too late. This message is their sign, too. If you open your heart now, they'll feel it. They'll come. I've already positioned people and miracles on your path. I just need you to walk. The moment you act in faith, even just by believing this message is for you, things will shift. Doors will open. People will call. Emails will arrive. Money will show up from unexpected places. Your body will heal faster. Your thoughts will be lighter. The moment you stop skipping your divine invitations, your life becomes what it was always meant to be. A river of grace, not a desert of fear. You've asked so many times, God, why do I feel forgotten? But the truth is, we never forgot you. It was you who kept ignoring us. It was you who saw signs and called them coincidence. It was you who felt nudges and said, not now. And that's okay. We understand you've been hurt. We know you were taught to survive, not thrive. But now I'm asking you to try something different. Just this once, respond. Don't scroll. Don't skip. Just respond. Let heaven know you're listening. Let me know you're ready. There's a person watching your life from a distance. They don't say anything, but they see everything. And they've been praying for a reason to reach out. They've been waiting for a sign that you're still open. This message is their permission. When you honor this divine signal, you send energy into the spiritual realm that clears the way. It's not just about you. It's about everyone connected to your destiny. Some of them are stuck because you're stuck. Some of them are waiting because you're waiting. And the moment you say yes, the chain reaction begins. And now, as the silence of heaven settles gently over your heart, I want you to take one deep breath and feel what's happening, not around you, but within you. The shift you're sensing is not fear. It's reverence. Something sacred has been unlocked. Because when a parent receives revelation about their child, the entire family line begins to realign. That's what you've stepped into now, a generational realignment. What you heal today, your daughter will not have to carry tomorrow. What you confront with love, she will be freed from with grace. That is how powerful this moment is. And it doesn't stop with her, because I see others in your family, children connected to her, souls who have been wandering in confusion. But the obedience of one parent's yes sends waves through the timeline. So yes, this is about your daughter, but it is also about what she carries, what she will birth in the spirit, and how her light will lead others back to me. She's not just someone's daughter. She's a gate, a doorway for blessings that will stretch beyond what your mind can contain. Her name is known in heaven. Her cry has been heard. And now her miracle is being released. You're going to see it unfold. Not all at once, but piece by piece, like a puzzle slowly fitting together. Don't rush it. Each step will be its own miracle. The moment she finally says, "I feel different today," the way she looks at you and her voice is softer. The phone call she receives that opens an opportunity. The courage she has to say no to something she would have once said yes to. These are signs. Watch for them. Celebrate them. They are evidence of me working behind the scenes. There's one more thing I must tell you. Something I've kept hidden until now because your heart had to be ready. There's a letter, not a physical one, but a spiritual one. I wrote it the day she was born. It contains every dream I dreamed over her, every promise I declared. And that letter has now been opened in heaven. The time for fulfillment has begun. That's why the enemy has been louder lately. That's why emotions have been unstable. That's why confusion has tried to creep in, because what has been sealed for years is being delivered now. And you are holding it, not with your hands, but with your spirit. You are the keeper of this revelation. And your faith will determine how it flows. This isn't pressure, it's partnership. I'm not asking you to carry it alone. I'm asking you to trust me enough to walk with me. Let me guide you. Let me fight for her. Let me step into the spaces you cannot reach. I am not limited by doors. I am not limited by time. I am not limited by pain. I will go where she is even if she doesn't call me. I will stand by her bed. I will sit beside her when she's quiet. I will whisper when she thinks no one is listening. So, as the 11th comes closer, I want you to prepare, not with panic, but with praise. Play worship in your home. Speak words of life over her room. Write her name in your prayer journal. Tell me your fears. Then release them. And every morning from now until then, wake up and say, God, I trust you with my daughter. That simple prayer will activate things in the unseen that even your strongest actions never could. There will be a night, maybe right before the 11th, where something will stir in her sleep. She may wake up emotional, or she may tell you she had a strange dream. That is not random. That is me softening the soil of her heart. Be kind in that moment. Don't rush to interpret. Just listen. I will give you the words if they're needed, or I'll tell you to just hug her. Sometimes healing doesn't come through answers but through presence. Let her rediscover herself. Let her rebuild her voice. Let her make space for silence if she needs it. And when she begins to talk again, really talk, don't interrupt. Let her finish every sentence. Let her speak without being corrected. Her soul is finding language for her pain. And once she speaks it, I will heal it. And to you, my beloved one, thank you. Thank you for carrying so much and still choosing to believe. Thank you for standing in the gap even when you felt invisible. Thank you for not giving up on her. You have been her spiritual warrior even when no one saw it. And now I will reward what you did in secret with a victory that will be seen in public. Your daughter is going to walk with a strength that surprises people. They will ask, how did she become this? And she will say, because someone prayed for me when I didn't know how to pray for myself. And that someone was you. I am proud of you, and so is heaven. The angels rejoice every time you fight with faith. And Archangel Michael, who watches over this moment, is not just standing near. He is roaring over your household. He has drawn his sword in your defense. The assignment that was sent to derail your daughter has been intercepted, cancelled, dismantled, broken. You will see the evidence soon. But feel the peace now because it is done. The countdown has already begun. The shift has already started, and the glory is on its way. God, with Archangel Michael by your side, protecting your daughter, your home, and your heart, I know how tired you are, tired of giving, tired of hoping, tired of waiting for someone to choose you. But here's what you don't know, someone already did. Heaven chose you before you ever cried your first tear. Before you ever lost your first love, before you ever walked through your first betrayal, you were chosen, protected, anointed, and you've forgotten what that feels like. But I haven't. I still see the fire in you. I still see the light in your heart that this world tried to dim. And I'm not giving up on you. But you must stop giving up on yourself. The reason you're being called so strongly in this moment is that a life-altering encounter is coming. And the only thing blocking it is delay. A delay you have full control over. You're afraid to believe again because every time you do, something seems to go wrong. But child, what if I told you nothing went wrong? What if I told you all those endings were divine edits? What if I said the heartbreak, the delay, the silence, all of it was preparing you to receive what doesn't leave, what doesn't lie, what doesn't destroy? This time is not like the last time. This message is proof. And now the decision is in your hands. You have two paths in front of you, and one of them leads to tears you'll never stop crying. The other leads to joy you can't even imagine. But I cannot walk for you. I can only protect you once you move. That's the law of spiritual alignment. I guard what you choose. If you skip, I guard your freedom. But if you say yes, I guard your destiny. Warning, don't just read this. Engage with it. Comment, subscribe, share. Let heaven know that this time you're not walking away. Let me know that you hear me. Finally, someone very powerful, someone in a position to help you open doors for you and change your life, has your name in their heart. They haven't spoken yet, but they're going to, and they're going to reveal something that will shock you. But if you're not spiritually prepared, you might misread it. That's why I'm urging you to stay grounded, stay open, and stop ignoring the divine nudges. Because what's coming next will not make sense to your mind. It will only make sense to your soul. You've been praying for so long to feel chosen, to feel special, to feel like you matter. And I'm telling you now, the energy you give out is about to return to you multiplied. Every time you gave love and got silence, that's about to be reversed. Every time you stood by someone who left when you needed them, that's about to be rewritten. Every time you stayed quiet to keep peace, that peace is now returning to your life. Not because you fought harder, but because you finally stopped skipping the one message that could change everything. There are children in the future who will be blessed because you listened today. There are people who haven't met you yet who will cry tears of joy when they do because you didn't give up. Your yes in this moment is the echo that saves a future generation from repeating the pain you carried. You are not just healing yourself, you are healing a lineage. And this message is the moment the chain breaks. Look around. Nothing is random. The clock, the sky, the chills on your arms, the flood of emotions you can't explain, that's heaven trying to tell you this is not entertainment. This is eternity whispering. A moment like this doesn't repeat. A message this loud doesn't return once it's ignored. That's why I said skip this, and your soul will ache for the rest of your life. Not because I will punish you, but because you will always feel the weight of what could have been. I'm not just asking you to say yes for the sake of miracles. I'm asking you to say yes because you deserve to know peace. You deserve to rest. You deserve to be loved by someone who doesn't leave. You deserve to experience a life that doesn't hurt all the time. And that life begins when you respond. Not when you wait. Not when you watch others. But when you finally say, I'm ready. Say it now. Say it even with tears in your eyes. Say it while scared. Just say it. Your person. Yes, that person is closer than ever. They're feeling an urgency, too. They've been questioning everything. And their spirit is being guided toward you. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to beg. You just have to prepare. And I will handle the rest. But not if you skip. Not if you close this. Not if you scroll past as if it's just another post. It's not. It's the final attempt from heaven to say, we have not forgotten you. So here it is, child, my last plea, my final whisper, my most honest truth. I love you. I see you. I've been fighting for you in realms you cannot see. But I need you to fight too. Just a little. Just this once. Fight the urge to doubt. Fight the fear of being wrong. Fight the trauma that says you're not worth it. You are. You always were. And everything that's been hidden is about to be revealed. But if you skip, I will go silent. Not because I want to, but because you've made your choice. And I will honor that always. Because love always honors. Even when it breaks my heart. So choose now. This is your sign. This is your rescue. This is your miracle. Don't say yes. Share this. Stay in faith and watch what I do next. Archangel Michael, you're still here, and that matters more than you realize. Every second you stay with me right now, your energy is shifting. Every word you read is pulling you out of a storm you didn't even know you were drowning in. That's how powerful obedience is. That's how close you are to something holy. The devil has been trying to distract you, to make your phone buzz, to pull your attention away, but you're still here. And because of that, the door just opened. A spiritual door that was locked for months, maybe even years. And now the wind is starting to blow again. That's not just in your imagination. That's real. I know you're tired of the word hope. I know it has disappointed you before. I know you've whispered prayers through clenched teeth, cried with your face in the pillow, and told God you don't know how much longer you can take this. But I also know something you don't. Your story is already turning. And all you had to do was not quit before this message reached you. Do you realize how many things had to happen for this exact moment to align? The timing, the technology, your eyes landing here. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. You were pulled here because heaven refused to let you walk into another painful cycle without one more fight for your heart. There is a woman or man in your story whose heart has been hiding. They don't show it, but their soul feels heavy with unspoken emotions about you. They regret what they did. They regret what they said. Or worse, they regret what they never had the courage to say. And now the only thing keeping them from reaching for you is your energy. They don't know if you'll receive them. They don't know if you'll still feel the same. And I, Archangel Michael, have been stirring their heart night after night to prepare them for one divine action. But I need you to be ready because once they come, it won't be slow. It'll be sudden, like lightning, like destiny coming full circle. You must not miss it by being distracted with things that never deserved your time. Warning, this is the last alert. If you're still reading, you're chosen. Subscribe now. Let this message anchor into your spirit. Don't let anything distract you. You're in the center of a miracle in motion. A few nights ago, you almost gave up on something important. You were close to deleting, ending, or walking away. But something stopped you. That wasn't just your own strength. That was me, my wing holding you back. Because I saw this moment coming. I saw you breaking down before your breakthrough. I saw you crying on the night before heaven would call your name again. And now you're here. I kept you alive for this. You were never meant to live a life full of confusion. You were never meant to chase after people who don't value your soul. You were meant to walk in boldness, peace, and clarity. But because you've accepted less for so long, you've forgotten what real peace even feels like. That's why I'm red-aching you. And this message. It's your first lesson. You will no longer chase. You will attract. You will no longer beg. You will become. You will no longer shrink yourself. You will stand in full divine expression. There's a paper being prepared with your name on it. A letter, a contract, a decision, something legal or written that shifts your direction. And guess what? You don't even have to chase it. It's already on the way. But if you continue to let fear be louder than your faith, you might not recognize the opportunity when it arrives. That's why this message matters. It's not just prophecy, it's preparation. Something you lost is about to return to you. And it won't look the same, but it will feel right. It might be a person or it might be a dream. Either way, you'll know it the moment it comes because you'll feel safe again. That's your clue. God doesn't send chaos. He sends clarity. And I, Archangel Michael, will make sure no lie touches what's meant for you. You need to know this. Someone is watching your every move right now, not to copy you, but because they miss you. They've been checking if you're okay. They wonder if you think about them, too. They've stayed silent out of guilt, but they're ready to speak, ready to face what they ran from. They are a part of your story. And if you stay in alignment, they will return with truth, apology, and something hidden in their heart that they never had the courage to give you before. You were not abandoned. You were being positioned. God had to remove what was draining you because what's coming will overflow you. You've had enough of people who say the right things but do nothing. Now it's time for people to show up with actions, commitment, presence. No more one-sided stories. No more confusion. No more almost or maybe. I am calling in the real. But I can only give it if you stop skipping the moments that matter most. This is one of them, the most important maybe ever. And now, as your heart absorbs these final waves of truth, I want you to understand something so deep, so holy, that even heaven watches in stillness when it is spoken. You were chosen for this assignment. Before time began, before you were formed, before your daughter took her first breath, before you even understood what love could truly cost, you were picked. Not because you were perfect, not because you had it all figured out, but because your soul carries a strength this world cannot measure. I saw that strength. I placed it inside you. And it's that same strength that has carried your daughter this far. Even when she didn't know it was you holding the line in the spirit, there is something sacred about the way you love her. Even when you're tired, even when your heart is breaking, even when you feel like your prayers are just floating in the air unanswered, I've caught every one of them. And I've stitched them together into a covering so strong that no evil, no darkness, no betrayal will ever be able to break her destiny. Because what you speak over her in prayer becomes armor in the spirit. You've been protecting her soul in a way that even she will not fully understand until she becomes a parent herself. And on that day, she will cry in awe of you, of me, of everything you did silently, faithfully, and lovingly. Let me tell you something else that will happen. Perhaps not on the 11th, but very close to it. She will say something without realizing its weight, a sentence, a short phrase, maybe while passing by or mid-conversation. But that sentence will carry heaven's fingerprint. And when she says it, you'll know. Your whole body will respond. The air will shift because that phrase will be the signal. The miracle has begun. You'll smile. You might cry. But above all, you'll feel peace wash over you like a river. It's me. That's how I work, gently, quietly, powerfully. Your daughter will soon start to feel things she's never felt before, deep empathy, new boldness, unexplainable peace. She may not know what to do with those feelings. That's okay. Be there. Guide her gently. Her soul is awakening. And with it comes waves of sensitivity to what's real, what's false, what's needed, and what must be released. She may outgrow people. She may change direction. She may leave behind what once brought her comfort. Let her. Don't fear her transformation. It's my design. Like the butterfly shedding the cocoon, she is becoming something you always believed she could be, but now the world will see it too. And in the midst of her transformation, I will transform you too. You didn't ask for this. You just asked for her to be okay. But because of your selfless love, I will return the blessing back to you in full. You'll receive answers you didn't expect. You'll heal in places you forgot were still broken. You'll smile again in ways you thought were gone forever. Your life is not on pause. It's on purpose. And I am about to breathe into every area that's been waiting in silence. There's someone who doubted your parenting, someone who questioned your decisions. Maybe they even walked away or spoke against you. But I want you to know, I saw it. And I have not forgotten. I am not just restoring your daughter, I am restoring your name. Those who misunderstood your love will one day understand your loyalty. Those who judged your silence will one day witness the fruit of your surrender. You won't need to prove anything. I will do it for you. Now hear me closely. When the 11th comes, don't look for something loud. Look for something clear. I don't always shake the earth to show myself. Sometimes I just whisper so loud your spirit trembles. Stay tuned. Be present. Watch her closely. Watch yourself even more closely because there may be something I ask of you, an act, a word, a response that becomes the very key to unlocking what I've prepared for her. Don't rush. You'll know when the moment comes. My child, this message was not given lightly. It was spoken line by line from my heart to yours, because the time for doubt is over. The time for wondering is done. You are now stepping into the season of witnessing. You will witness healing. You will witness favor. You will witness her stepping into the light you always knew she carried. And as you witness it, I will remind you gently, this is what I promised. This is what I've been preparing. So go now, not in fear, but in faith, not with pressure, but with peace. Take the next days slowly. Notice the signs. Feel the shifts. And most of all, hold your daughter close, not just with your hands, but with your prayers, your presence, your patience. She may not thank you with words yet, but her soul knows. Her soul always knows, because you've loved her like I love you, without giving up, without turning away, and without condition. And for that, I bless you beyond what your heart can hold. The heavens are watching. The angels are moving. Archangel Michael has not left your side for even one breath. He guards her every step. He shields your home. He sings her name before me daily. And this 11th, the celebration begins. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open your home. Because this miracle is walking straight toward you, forever yours. God, with Archangel Michael standing beside you, sword drawn, wings spread, ready to deliver what I promised. Oh, you've made it to the end, and that alone means something big is shifting spiritually. Right now, I am standing in front of you, and my wings are no longer at rest. They are covering you. My sword is no longer sheathed. It is raised. My voice is no longer a whisper. It is a divine roar because I, Archangel Michael, am now moving on your behalf. And I am commanding every spiritual block, every lie, every delay, every curse, every dark thought, every manipulating spirit that has been sent to confuse you, to fall. Now, leave this child alone. They are chosen. They are rising. And this time, they're not skipping the moment they were created for. You've listened longer than most ever do. And for that, your angels are rejoicing. I want you to understand the spiritual weight of your obedience. Every second you stayed with this message, heaven registered it. And in places you cannot yet see, movement has started. The person you've been waiting for has just received a signal in their spirit. The opportunity you thought was gone has just been redirected your way. The conversation that could change your path has just been scheduled. Your name, yes, yours, has just been written into someone's miracle story. That's what happens when you say yes. Don't you dare think you're too late. Don't you dare believe the enemy's lie that says it's already over. No, it's just beginning. The delay was never denial, it was divine rearrangement. And now that your heart is listening, the clock is moving again. You are not stuck. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. The spiritual traffic has cleared. Your path is open. Your yes has shifted the sky. But hear me clearly, this message will not appear again in the same way. This intensity, this alignment, this wave, it is once in a lifetime. And if you walk away now, the silence will feel louder than ever because your soul will know it missed something sacred. I love you too much to pretend that isn't true. So, I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm telling you. Choose this moment or lose this moment. There is no in between. Someone is about to say your name with reverence. Someone is about to remember everything you did for them, every small kindness, every silent prayer, every forgiving look you gave when they didn't deserve it. And that moment will feel like heaven touched earth. But only if you allow this message to open your heart instead of shutting it down. You are not too broken. You are not too complicated. You are not too much. You are exactly the energy someone is praying for right now. This is your time. This is your chance. And this is your vow. I, Archangel Michael, vow to fight for your highest timeline. I vow to protect you from hidden enemies. I vow to awaken your divine gifts. I vow to break every pattern that's been haunting your family line. I vow to guide your person home to you. I vow to stand between you and everything sent to harm you. But only if you vow to stop skipping my voice. That's all I ask. Just stop running. Stop hiding. Stop pretending. You know this was for you. You felt it in your chest. You heard your name behind every word. You cried at the part where I said you were chosen. That was me. That was heaven. That was everything. So now here's what to do next. Fold your hands and whisper, I receive this right now. Even if it's in your mind. But subscribe if your heart is beating fast. That's your confirmation. Write, I'm ready, in the comments or in your own journal. Let the angels see it. Outbox tray. Share this with someone who's spiritually lost. Maybe they need this message, too. Then be still and watch. The signs will begin within hours, not days. Hours. And if you skip this, if you pretend this message didn't reach your heart, then I, Michael, will honor your free will. I will step back. I will go quiet. Not because I am angry, but because my role is to serve, not force. But I will carry the weight of what was lost. I will hold the echo of what might have been. And you will feel it. You will remember this forever. You will say to yourself one day, I should have listened. Please don't let that be your story. Say yes now. Let heaven flood your life. Let your angels finally do